Love him or hate him, Steve Saka is important for your cigar journey. So you're gonna need this buyer's guide. Got 5 cigars coming right up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is EKB TV, and you are watching Vintage Cigar, and we're back with another buyer's guide. And this buyer's guide is the classic style. I'm going back into 5 cigars that you need to add to your humidor. Just giving you suggestions on a particular brand. This is brand recommendations. And on the brand recommendation today is about Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust from Steve Saka. What do we know about Steve Saka? We know that he can ruffle some feathers. We know that he is a mastermind when it comes to the cigar industry. He's had a very tenured career with cigars, from working with JR Cigars to moving to being the president and CEO of Drew Estate, where he really made a name for himself with the Liga series. Now, from 215 on, he's doing his own thing with Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. So now it's up to me and the Vintage Cigar to let you guys know what you should buy from this line, from this brand, what is out there, what's important, how does it help your pockets? Let's find out. Light up, I'm getting a very earthy blend. It's such a unique taste. There's a different type of earth in there. It doesn't have the same menthol-like effect that I got from the previous cigar, but there is a kind of a vegetal note that is different. It's not mint. I hear that it may be called peat. I don't know what peat tastes like, so I'm not one of those forest guys. But something is different and it's very unique, and I love that about this cigar. Every time I have Sin Compromiso in general, I'm blown away by it, and this first draw is no different from that. There's a texture to the smoke, there's some chocolate that's in there, and there's a little bit of earth. It's just a great start. No bite to it, very smooth. The Mexican San Andreas in there, it gives it that chocolate sweetness that I like. This is gonna be a good review. But let's get into the other cigars and talk about that. First cigar that we're going to talk about today is the Umbagog. It's basically like the ground level for Steve Saka and the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust cigars. This is their kick around cigar. This is their go out in the garden and do your thing. But what's really interesting about that is basically an offshoot of another cigar that we're going to be talking about in just a moment. And it's really not that bad of a cigar. It just doesn't meet his standards as far as how the leaves look and some of the presentation on that. But you're still going to get a cigar that's better than most of the cigars that are out there at a really affordable price. You really can't be mad about that, and I love the strategy of that. It's just, hey, there were some leaves that we couldn't use. We don't want to waste this product. Let's add this into the Umbagog, and there you have it. You have a fantastic cigar at a great price. Very smart. Next up is going to be the Sobremesa Brulee Blue. Now this is a cigar I've been trying to get my hands on for quite some time. This is a very elusive cigar. When it comes, it's gone as quickly as it comes, so you want to keep your eye out there. Why is it so sought after? Well, it's because it's such a unique blend. You have a cigar that looks like a Connecticut, looks like a breakfast cigar, but it has the strength of a dinner cigar, and that is one thing that stands out. There's the whole theory and debate on whether this cigar is infused or not because it's so sweet and it adds that sweet texture and that sweet flavor to the cigar. It stands out. Everybody wants to try it. Everybody wants to get their hands on it. And who doesn't love controversy? So if you get a chance, this is one you want to add to your humidor. And it may surprise you how good this cigar is and how good this cigar can be. Next is the Querida Triqui traca. This is kind of like the foundation for this brand. The flagship would be Sin Compromiso. This is what the brand is built on. And it's basically a representation of the Liga 9 that he was so famous for. and it was tweaked to give it a little bit of a kick and a little bit of a spiciness to it. Sometimes when you are shopping in a brand, what is the standard for these cigars? And the Triqui Traca is it, and the Querida brand is it. Of course, with Steve Saka, there's always some remixes and some tweaks and things out there that you can find that are like nice treasures. But if you want a cigar that is out there that you can find, you don't have to look very hard for it, it's always going to be available to you, and it represents the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust brand, Querida Triqui Traca. That's the way to go. Add some spice to your life. Next up on the list is going to be the Muestra de Saka. And let's kind of focus on the Unstolen Valor. Now this cigar is one of those that kind of stands out because it is not your standard Steve Saka blend. He actually had someone else blend the cigar. And that's why I wanted to add it to this list, to let you guys know this is where you should go out and try to get this cigar, because it's something different from the other cigars that are out there. It comes packaged in a coffin, has a unique look, very simple branding on it, but this cigar is either loved or kind of panned. But to me, I feel like if Steve Saka is going to put his name on this cigar, it's there to represent his brand. And I think it's worth the try to see if this is one that you love, or if this is one that you can say, it's not for me, but at least I tried it. Now the Sin Compromiso that we have in hand right now, this cigar is a Churchill. It is a 7x52 box press. It's a very firm box press compared to some of the other Sin Compromisos that are out there. And when I mentioned to you that this cigar has a unique blend, the blend on this cigar is a Mexican San Andres wrapper, and it is a special Mexican San Andres. I'll put the name up here so you can see that. The binder is an Ecuadorian Habano, and it's a hybrid of that. So once again, this is Steve Saka going out of his way to have a unique cigar. And the fillers on this are Nicaraguan. That is the standard for your Sin Compromiso. However, this blend also has a Ligero in there from Pennsylvania. It's a little tweak, something to make it a little different. I'm getting a different experience on this cigar so far. I want to get a little bit deeper, and let's find out more about it. Stay with me. Paladin de Saka is a very interesting cigar. It's a very slow burn time on this. It's a box press. It's a little bit of a wonky burn, but it's very oily and it's very satiny. It took me a few touch-ups, but this cigar is burned extremely slow. The flavor profile is also extremely unique as well. When it comes to this, you get the chocolates, you get a pepper note in there, you get that peat, and it's a little bit darker than the previous iterations of this cigar. It's such a good taste, it's well balanced, and the retro hell is exquisite. I love this cigar. Gonna give some more to it. I don't want to forget to mention the creamy, minty factor to this cigar. It's something that stands out. The way it blends with the earth and the pepper for this cigar is nothing short of remarkable. Set aside some time for the Paladin de Saka. This is a long smoke, but it's well worth it. Even at the price being just under $20. It's an expensive cigar, but it smokes well, good smoke output, very unique taste. Very much Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. This has been a buyer's guide. You guys let me know what you think. Go out there, try these cigars, add it to your humidor. It's been EKB, EKB TV. I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay tuned. Keep smoking. Peace.